So my name is Andrew Hill. I'm the Chief Technology Officer for Critical Infrastructure Technologies. So what you're looking at is a product called the Nexus 16 or Nexus 20. This is communications infrastructure that can be rapidly deployed and operating in under an hour using any civilian truck. The benefit it provides operators is the ability to get corporate level high capacity communications to almost any remote location set up within hours, and this avoids all of the issues around deploying low capacity, low capability trailers that just don't cut it anymore in today's heavy bandwidth requirements, and also the problem of having to put in fixed infrastructure into places that are either unstable or for short durations. So this product, born and bred from the mining industry, so this covers the requirement of agile mining communications with the capacity to support full autonomous operations. So we're talking very high capacity 4G, 5G LTE systems, a lot of power, a lot of range. So this really suits miners. It's designed to augment a fixed network. So where a mining company will build a fixed network of telecommunications towers, this takes care of the next level in. So as you get closer to the pit, this product's designed to cover any areas that are left in shadow from the fixed infrastructure. And it's also hardened to be able to survive a mining environment for months or years with very little maintenance and support. To support telecommunications in an industry where a few seconds of outage could cripple production for a day, then the Nexus has been designed to be 100% uptime robust. So to do that, we've got a very heavy reserve of batteries, massive battery, 130 kilowatt hours of batteries. And that is supplemented by 5 kilowatts of solar array, which you can see deployed here. And that's supplemented again, so 3 levels of redundancy by twin generators. So that power system, if you like, can power a 1 or 2 kilowatt load with the solar panels almost indefinitely. Once you get to about 3 kilowatts of load, then you would be expected to have to refill the diesel tanks about every 9 months. So you'll get 9 months between visits on a heavy load. It really does apply to any industry or any sector that needs to be able to deploy rapidly communication systems. And so on that basis, other than mining, emergency services is a very important sector too. So we find consistently the result of every emergency that we get, be it cyclone or bushfire or flooding, is the complete outage of carrier-based networks. So whilst the emergency service, the first responders, have their own network, which they will deploy, the general community, the ones that they're trying to service and save, are left with nothing. So this product, because of its ability to carry high capacity mobile phone networks and be deployed in under an hour, finds application in any emergency where you've lost everything. This can be put on a truck, dropped on the ground, and operating within 60 minutes, and then bringing all of the public's mobile phones back to life again. They can then use them to support each other. Third application is obviously, which is probably pretty obvious, is defence. They have to be able to move very, very quickly in today's conflict zone. And this allows them to deploy all sorts of technology, surveillance technologies, radio technologies, radar. This can support radar. It can support drone detection, and it can support counter UAS. So where you have a large task force that is trying to establish a base, one of these units can be on the ground and deployed in an hour, and one unit will give you all of the comms you need, the backhaul satellite comms you require, drone detection, video surveillance, and potentially drone countermeasures, all in one box. As you'd imagine, the interest is pretty universal. People do get what the product does very, very quickly. They also understand implicitly there's anything like this that can fill this requirement. So we have a lot of interest, obviously, from our mining companies, which are just down the road from us, so easy access to our miners, and also it's our pedigree too. This is where we've come from. In addition, we've had a lot of interest from NATO countries. We've got a request for 50 from Ukraine, and this is to support their public because a lot of their infrastructure has been taken out. So 50 of these are destined for Ukraine. A lot of the Baltic states that share borders are interested in these for rapid deployment surveillance. So there's a lot of interest come from that. And we had the Emergency Services Minister out, and he was out Tuesday this week, and the Emergency Services Minister believes that this is about the only technology that can really solve a major problem for the disasters that we and other countries have. So yeah, from all sectors, we are getting a lot of interest. Amazing. So our biggest issue, I think, will be gearing up production. This is a product made from a collection of off-the-shelf parts, but we are putting a collection into build now. We expect those to go very, very quickly. So we will then gear up production in Australia, Europe and the US to cover the expected demand. The company name is Critical Infrastructure Technologies. Our ticker is CTTT, and we are listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange.